Our democracy has a huge problem. Look, in most of the developed world, elections work like this. People vote for candidates who belong to parties, the votes are counted, and the share of the seats each party wins is close to the share of the votes it receives. For example, in the Netherlands, seats match votes very closely. It isn't always perfect, but Parliament generally ends up broadly reflecting the voters. Here's how New Zealand voted, and seats match votes pretty well. But what about us? Well, here's how we voted in 1983, and here's how the seats were shared out. Parliament totally dominated by two parties. Here's the next election in 1987. Guess what? Two-party domination again. This distortion has shaped British politics. Over the last 60 years, millions of people have consistently voted for new parties and new ideas. In proper democracies, and in fact in most democracies, these parties and ideas would be fairly represented in Parliament, where they can influence the direction that the country takes. But our voting system stops this from happening. It simply shuts all these voters out and hands power back to whoever is in charge of the two biggest parties. And who gets to decide that this system should stay in place? Yep, the two parties that are constantly in power because of it. It's a great thing that everyone in the UK has the right to vote, but in most developed countries, not only does everyone have a vote, they have a vote that actually matters, and as a result, they're governed by parliaments that reflect their people. Until we have that, we don't really have a proper democracy. What we need is a system of proportional representation so that seats match votes. To find out the most important thing you can do today to make this a reality, visit makevotesmatter.org.uk.